Sorry about the lateness, folks. We're a little gay here. So, welcome to What's in the Bag, episode 4. I'm here with the Panzer Marmot, Tank
A,
Fairy.
li- a little gay.
Yeah, a
No,
little gay.
no, no. We can't do that.
All right, so,
It's all or nothing.
right.
That's
All
right.
or nothing.
All or nothing. Oh man, what a crazy week it's been, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a fun week. It's been a fun week. Oh, I don't know,
Yes.
fun, but funny seeing shit pop up.
Yeah, fun with a ph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of hit a breaking point today. I saw some amazing artwork on Twitter, and I've seen some on Instagram recently, and I'm like, dude, this is all like mainstream stuff from, and not just like mainstream stuff. I have no problem with mainstream stuff. What I have a problem with is like those companies that attack their consumer base.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, all right, so fan art is promoting a product.
Yep.
Right. That is referral marketing. That's word of mouth, right? Or in this case, maybe word of pen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you going to promote that horrible company? They're like, oh, like Peter Gilmore had a great, he very valid point. You lure them in with Spider-Man, then you show them the indie stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but there's tons of other indie products out there. There's tons of other mainstream products, popular products out there that come from companies that don't attack their fan base.
Yeah, exactly.
For example, Edge Runners, right? That's CD Projekt Red, Artel Sorian Games, and it's a funny thing because they don't attack their fan base. And they're mighty popular. They're super popular right now. And I'm like, dude, they're indie companies. They're independently owned. Like they own their own stuff. They're not owned by a parent company. They're not umbrellaed. And they largely either addressed grievances like one should, like, oh, okay, well, we're sorry that you didn't like the product, or we'll try to fix it. Like I remember when CD Projekt Red bent the knee to the woke mob, and we warned them, like, hey, dude, don't bend the knee, don't bend the knee. It's never enough. And they kind of switched up the character generation in Cyberpunk 2077, so that way it was a little more open ended. And it wasn't enough for the woke mob. The woke mob doubled down on their attack, and CD Projekt Red kind of got the point there. They're like, oh, okay, well, you know what? We're just going to not acknowledge that.
Yep. And they even, what was it? Get the poster with the in-game poster of the chick with the fucking dick outline.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Chromaticore. I love that ad.
I remember that was one of the things that came up. Not any grievances from the fans, but from grievances of quote unquote so-called fans, people that were just up in arms about nothing.
Yeah, they're up in arms, and those folks come from either extreme of the political spectrum, either the hard right or the hard left.
And they're never going to buy the fucking product anyway.
Yeah, they're going to play your game. They don't care. They're not gonna spend the money. They're not gonna pay $60, $70 for a product. They can't even pay $60, $70 for their groceries.
Yeah.
So they're not buying your product. They're just looking for something to be angry about. And we get that, like that one conservative lady. I don't even want to say conservative. I want to say she's like fundamentalist nutbag who is like protesting against the movie Hocus Pocus because witches.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh dear.
Let's fucking bring back flashbacks over fucking Dungeons and Dragons, heavy metal, and fucking all that stupid shit.
Yeah. I can see that my levels are a little bit high here. Unlike me, send me money.
that one razor company. It's like, we don't love you, but we don't hate you either.
Yeah, no, and it's like, they pick these things. It's like, dude, you make a product, just sell your product. Leave the politicizing to the activists and the politicians, right? That's what their purpose in life is to politicize everything. The rest of us should just go about our merry business and largely ignore uh, those nutbags, and especially when it comes to like companies that will attack you and destroy you. Like I remember when like Sandman, right? The first complaints that came out were like, hey, this looks nothing. The complaints summarized came out to be, this looks nothing like the product we're used to. And the response was, yeah, well, you're a bigot. And it's like, oh wow. I can understand. And I try to warn people like over a decade ago that Neil Gaiman is a complete douche, and nutbag. But folks didn't want to listen. They were all excited for Sandman, and I was like, nope, it's not going to be good. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
And of course, it was garbage. They attacked their fan base, and it's like, look, the people who are legitimately asshats, you just ignore them. But when a customer says, hey, this is not the product that was promised, you go, well, all right, you address that grievance. But I want to take a look at some cool stuff tonight. Honestly, I got a couple of really, really cringy advertisements that I found.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Christ. All right.
Yeah, no, they're bad. They're bad. And I found the Booyah Grandma moment, but I could not find the Sunny D commercial that had, it was either Sunny D or Capri Sun. It was one of those things, or Gatorade.
It was Sunny D, where the kids are all raiding the fridge.
No, it's the one where they're playing street hockey, and the one kid gets laid out by the goalie, and the goalie lifts up their mask, and it's Grandma. The kid's like, Grandma? She's like, get good, something along those lines, get good, son. And the kid, he goes and he drinks the product. He comes back and he checks the goalie, lays them out, and he's like, booyah, Grandpa, booyah. And I know that I found the Crash Bandicoot ad that had that line in it. But it was kind of weird. I was trying to find some of these obscure ads that I remember from my youth and whatnot. So just weird. So tonight I'm gonna well, first I'm gonna go share this out on social media.
Yeah.
I'm going to share this out on social media so we can grow this channel. Let's see here. What are you sitting at right now? What are you sitting at? You are sitting at 39 subscribers. All right. We're growing. And that's the idea. We're going to get everybody growing, right? And I'm going to do a little bit of work on the Paladin Dragoon painting. Jeez, man. Oh, people wonder why I don't spend time on the internet. I just looked at the internet and it was just horrifying. It's what it was. Cringe with us. That's all I'm going to say.
Normally I'm pretty good at being able to hunt this shit down, but I can't find it either.
Right, same here. Usually I'm really good at finding some good stuff out there from TV land, and tonight is today has just been kind of rough in that regard. I'm a little overworked and underpaid. Yeah, I got to get this stuff done, and I don't know, man. Let's see here. I'm looking for Where's my OBS? There's the OBS. Okay, just making sure that everything is set up so people can see what the hell it is I'm doing. All right, boop, boop. Yes, boop. Lots of booping with a boopity boop, bobbity boobada, boobity bobbity,
Hippity
boobity
beepity.
bobbity. That's right. The stream went Italian.
Yes. Hey, 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 hey. Damn, man, that's going to drive me nuts. I'm probably going to look for that commercial after the stream.
Holy smokes.
I will find it.
Oh, gosh. I just saw that thing where the girl broke her back
Well, what?
at TwitchCon.
Ooh.
Yeah, here, let me, oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. All right, hold on. I'm opening this video up. I got to show this. That just, ooh. Like, she landed, like, straight up on her back.
Oof.
Like, straight up and down, and apparently she broke her back in 2 separate places. And another Twitch streamer dislocated her knee. Oh my goodness. Oh, TwitchCon's getting sued. You know that's happening. Oh, dude. That's just holy smokes.
Negligence on their part, or
It doesn't look like their foam pit for the little, like, looks like they had like a little platform, like American Gladiators type of thing going on. But looking at the foam pit surrounding it, does not look like it was deep enough.
Shit.
Yeah, it looks like holy moly. Yeah, no, and they're already reaching out. Yeah, here, hold on. Let me screen share this. Let me screen share. No, I gotta show this here. Let's see here. Present. Share screen of Opera tab of the Twitch or the Twitters. So here we go. Let me get over to this and show this video here. This, oof.
Oh my God! Big sense of her own. You good? Great victory there.
Oh, dude.
Are you okay? Are you okay? She's held down by the pitbull medic.
Gravity.
No, she's fine.
Yeah. Oh no, she's fine. Yeah. No, she's not. That pain. Oh, look at that. Look at the creases in the shirt.
Now she lives
right there in the back. Oh, that looks. Oh, dude.
Oh my God!
Big
Ooh, straight up and down.
Great victory
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, she's being a trooper at first, and it's like, oh, it's something minor, and then the vertebrae moves, and she's that look on her face of, oh boy, that really hurts.
Gravity.
No, she's fine.
Oh, dude.
All right, we'll make sure she is okay. Get her out of the pit.
So yeah, looking at this, right? You know, there's another.
Is that so shallow?
Yeah, for real. And then this other streamer dislocated her knee, and you know they're looking out for more people that got hurt. Yep, TwitchCon's getting sued. Oh look, that's a third streamer right here. It says second. That's a third streamer. Yeah, see right here, this person right here. These pits only work when they are deep. You can see how shallow this one is. No wonder they're stacking foam cubes on the floor. No wonder people got hurt in this activity. This is exceedingly dangerous setup. Yeah, no, like real foam pits are deep. Like you can go swimming in them suckers. Oh, based. A worthy rival. Oh, dude. No, she's a porn star, huh? Well, whatever. That really.
Speaking of, did you hear what happened with that John Deere factory? I guess it was a John Deere facility.
No.
So apparently, a shitload of employees just got fired because I guess during work hours, or I guess just for the fact that it was on company property, they invited an OnlyFans girl, and $50 each.
Shoot. Yep. Fired.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Look, that is not deep enough. That is like right on the concrete. That is not a proper setup. And yeah, TwitchCon, you opened yourself up to a massive lawsuit. That is gross negligence. You're absolutely at fault for that. Sorry. If I were a lawyer, I'd be drooling over that case right there.
Yep.
That's a lifetime of lost wages for imagined jobs. All right, here we go. I have a cringe commercial. We'll do this cringe commercial to kind of cleanse the palate. Here we go. Let me full screen this and boop. Crazy cat lady. Look at that crazy cat lady.
Oh, I remember this one.
I can't even. Oh, dude, I can smell that house from here.
Do I smell pie? Tidy cat, multiple cat formula.
Yeah, that ain't happening, dude.
Tidy cat.
That ain't
I
happening.
remember that commercial. I remember that one.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. That's not how that's going down. No, those cats have peed everywhere and scent marked the whole damn place. For real. No amount of tidy cat going to save you. Not one bit. But yeah. No, it's dude. Dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of jaded today. I'm a little jaded today. And then again, it is a day that ends in Y. So,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess all I could say.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Let's see here, dude. All right, so I want to show something really quick. It's 85% funded.
Do it.
And I want to see it all the way funded. Honestly. Where is that? Where did I put that? I hid it from myself. There we go. Yeah, this is Tank's pick of the week, man. Krishna Kid, Eye of Brahma Saga, dude. This campaign, man. This is I mean, it's Dragon Ball Z meets the Bhagavad Gita,
mm-hmm.
The artwork's pretty decent. The artwork is good. The action looks great. They put a lot of fun into it. Kami Mark delivers. He aims to entertain, and he's already put out Best Korea and not Daredevil. This should be getting a lot more attention. I love the character designs for this book. I really do. But I want to see this succeed. 6 a.m. comics sticker. I mean, come on. I mean, how can you say no?
Yeah, right.
I would love to have seen some more internal art for this, but I mean, the internal art that is being shown. I mean, look at this stuff, man. It's great. This is solid work. This is a good campaign, and it should be doing so much better. I love it. Look at the Kirby homage. That's fantastic. Little character design right there. Yeah. Get your fan art. Bonus fan art gallery. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to get more eyes on this. I want people to share it out. You got shadow banned via uh, Indiegogo. They shadow banned him. They're not listing him. You have to actually like actively search.
Yep.
So go back, Krishna Kid. Go share it out. Get the word out. Honestly, I want to see him. Here, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat with the Kid. There we go. So link in the chat right there. Go check it out. Go share it. Share it. That's the important thing. Share it out. Do some fan art. And for those of you who want me to put my money where my mouth is on that, I think I was one of the first people to actually do some fan art for this. I gotta navigate around here. It's a weird place, only having one monitor. There we go. Oops, that's the wrong one. Let me swappity do and blow that up, and then get over. Well, you should. Why are you not updating on here? You should be updating. This is weird. Oh, that's weird. Okay, now it's working right. Okay, there we go. Krishna Kid on the Comicsgate Mega Collage.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not really interested in the book, but I did just throw money at him. So.
Oh, well, hey, man. You're a saint then. See? Yeah, I want to get this book funded. I think this has a large potential. Honestly, I think it has like a multimedia potential. Like this would make for a great animated series.
Yep.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think, toys. This is an IP that is kid friendly, and could appeal, but it's just got to get the word out.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see it happen, man. Tommy Mark's a good guy. He's been out there. He promotes a bunch of other people's stuff. And I'm not saying that, because one promotes that they deserve promotion themselves. But when an injustice happens, we got to step up, man. And Indiegogo shadow banning for some nonsense that they, and I'm calling it nonsense because they won't clearly define why. They did the same thing with Gemshock. They did not clarify. They will not clarify why it's shadow banned. And if Mandy didn't have such a strong fan base, then it would be in the same boat. So yeah, I would just want to see it happen, man. I don't want to see these indie products go to the wayside. And I honestly, I feel that with these people that deliver, right, a little bit of fan art. So don't draw the Spider-Man. Put away the Spider-Man. Let him go straight to hell.
Yep.
And draw some indie stuff. You want to draw something popular and to bring people in? Hellraiser. I hear that's great. And they didn't attack their fan base. They didn't attack their consumer base.
But the media tried to get them to do so. They tried.
Oh, the media did. And then the studio was like, no, we never said that. And it was good. I didn't really catch the whole thing on that because I generally stay out of all that stuff. Yo, Paladin Dragoon, what is up? Good to see you. Speaking of which, I'm going to get on some of this Paladin Dragoon stuff. See, I started kind of going crazy last night. I was started digitally painting on this. Where did I hide? Oh, there it is. So, because I had lost, dang it, I hate it when this thing happens. My one complaint about the XP Pen Pro 22E is that occasionally I have to unplug it and plug it back in to register the pen. If the pen's been charging for a while, it kind of unregisters it, which is a little annoying. Other than that, I absolutely love this product, especially for the price.
Yeah.
But the plug is in an awkward place. So there we go. And
Hey,
then,
so
yeah.
real quick, do you remember a cartoon and a line of toys called Dino Riders?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, so there's this company. They're called Beasts of the Mesozoic. They make like badass superposable action figures of like scientifically accurate dinosaurs, and they're absolutely friggin' badass.
That sounds good.
So one of their recent ones, and a lot of this stuff is funded by Kickstarters and whatnot. Their most recent ones were they wanted to do like the most scientifically accurate T-Rex that is currently out there.
Okay.
And and these figures come in two sizes. They come in, your normal, fit on a shelf, like 7-inch figures, I guess, to that scale. But then they also have the much larger ones where basically you have to carry them with fucking two hands to be able to fucking manipulate them. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's kind of neat.
So the company, as I guess it was a stretch goal that they had, did a special version of that. Take a look.
Let's see what we got. Oh, that is cool.
And they even got the original artist from back in the day to come back and do.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, if you remember the cartoon and the toys, they were the Dino Riders. The T-Rex was that color scheme.
It was. Holy cow!
But yeah, I've been wanting to get. Being an amateur paleontologist, I've been wanting to get one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get the big one, but it's just too fucking big. I have nowhere where I'd be able to fucking put it.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
But yeah, they have like the full-on articulation and everything. And it's just like, man, I want one.
It's kind of neat. Hold on, go back to that picture because I just want to see if they got one thing right. I'm actually very curious if they got one detail right with the arms, because it is a rather recent discovery. But the arms on a T-Rex have been posed wrong this whole time. Let's see here. Come on, load, damn you, load, I say. Load. Do it. Load. It's so quiet. Uh-oh. My phone buzzed at me. Uh-oh. I think we lost King Lake.
What?
Yeah, Skeletor. I think we lost King Lake. The wildebeests, they got him. They're taking him to task. Right now, he is in wildebeest jail, and yeah. So it's now the Tank Ferret Show, starring him, Mr. Tank Ferret. It's the Tank Ferret Show. Yep. So right now I'm just throwing down some base colors on this because I don't know what happened. I lost a good like 3 hours of work on this thing. I had it just didn't save. Oh, there you are.
Did you see my text I sent you?
No.
Blue screen of death.
Oh no.
Right as I reopened that tab, I just had way too many. I had like a shitload of windows open. So
No, I dig it. We got to get you a better computer then.
this is a gaming computer.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
That sucks.
yeah. Let's see. Let me do something real quick.
Let's see what we got going on here. Looks good so far. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm just kind of like throwing in. I mean, I did the background first on this picture, of course. You know, drew in some happy clouds. Some happy clouds. Just kind of roughed them in, and now I'm going here into the background because they're going to be a bit subdued. It's going to be some grays and some greens and some browns. So warm and green and cool and colors. You know, colors are a thing. So kind of just throwing that in, throwing in base layers from back to front, and then I'm gonna have some fun with it once I get rid of the line work. Right? I'm not gonna get rid of it, but you know, I'm just gonna kind of rough it in real quick and you know, paint it up. Because you know it's a big picture, but you know, just kind of want to have fun with it, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to, because the whole idea is, you know, like I tell folks, I'm like, yeah, when you're hiring me to make your project more money. So if the picture I'm working on isn't up to par, then it's detracting from the brand, in my opinion. And let's see here. Oh, I've got. Yeah, kind of. Gotta see. Did you like that cover image? Oh, yes. Oops. Dang it! I hit the wrong button. So Paladin Dragoon says, "Did you like that cover image I sent?" And yes, I did. It was pretty awesome. All of the artwork coming out from this project is looking really good. I think that this is going to be a hit. I think this is going to be a hit, and I want to see more stuff like it. Feel free to share. Okay, well, hold on one second. Let me finish laying in this base here. Base. Hello, can you go? Death row. Oops, I messed that one up. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to finish throwing in this base so I don't lose my place. Shaving my face with some mace in the dark. Let's see here. There we go. Just get this all done. Yeah, Aldous said the chapter is good to go. Okay, so the first chapter is good to go for pencils, and you know he's got Aldous, you know, from the farm just off Warwill Lane, as the editor for that project. And that gives me a lot of confidence from a consumer's point of view. Because Aldous is an astute eye. We've got a lot of great editors out here in indie comics. You know, there's got Aldous and Ali Sanguis and Piper and Jeremy Lott is another really good editor. I haven't seen him around much lately. I don't know. Too many people, in my opinion, equated war campaign shenanigans with what CombatsGate stands for, and that drove a lot of people away.
Yeah.
It did. Drove a lot of people away. No excuse to being a sorry, sad prick. You know? It's just memes. Shut up. Yeah, drove away a lot of people. Drove away a lot of customers. Drove away a lot of creators. Um, you know? And some of the greatest acts of evil in the world have been done in the name of other people. You know,
Yeah.
I don't miss them. I don't miss them at all. They can go do their thing, and I'm not good. Nobody should try and stop them from doing their thing. Go have fun. Go knock it out. I hear they're doing a lot of good charity work these days. Doing a lot of activism and stuff like that, and that's something that they've always been. It's like they're an activist group. But these days, it's like I see some of them still trying to own Ethan Van Sciver because
Well, of
tossed to the
course.
wayside. Yeah, well, he finally wised up to him, man. And it's like I tried to warn him early on. I was like, dude, beware the Ides of March, is what I said. And I was largely ignored and slightly ridiculed for it. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, you're pretty funny. Your meme is weak, but, it'll pass. Yeah, see, keeping to a certain size on the brush size is going to help me keep from doing details too small as well. I'm still kind of getting the hang of the whole digital thing, which is why I like to do my pencils digital, but I like to finish art analog. But at the same time, it's one of those things I just can't afford to do right now. I used to have an art studio, and then it was stolen. So I'm having to rebuild everything, and that stuff's not cheap. Let's see here. Paladin Dragoon writer says in regards to his book, Paladin Dragoon. So that should hopefully start here soon with when the Ashcan pages are finished. Awesome. And then he says that I stretched his brain with the script. He said he had to pull out the fine-tooth comb, and that's good. That's good. You should get your editor to pull out their fine-tooth comb and go through it. There is such a thing as over-editing, right? Over-processing. But with Alduis, that good attention to detail. Alduis has a good attention to detail. And that's one of the reasons why I say that people should hire him. I want to see more editing. It's very disconcerting to me as a consumer to not see an editor on a project. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's very disconcerting. And I see a lot of folks, and this is pretty standard for comic book crowd anyways. Comic book crowd notoriously has a bad habit of not being able to take criticism. For as long as I can remember, which is a long time. A notoriously bad habit of not being able to take criticism. Getting really upset over minute things. And it's like, dude, it was a critique. Uh, and you want this, you want it to be taken seriously. You got to have a good editor. It's and it can't be just be, you know, oh, I had a beta reader group or I had an alpha reader group. It's like, no, 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 no. Get an editor. Pay money for an editor. You will appreciate it. As and some people are concerned about the integrity of their intellectual property, and it's like, all right, cool. Rule number one of an editor that you have hired: they work for you. So one set of marching orders that you can give to your editor is, okay, cool. Well, then how do we make my idea work? Right?
Exactly.
Like, how can we make this work? I really want this aspect. I really want this element. And it might take a little extra work. It might be, well, you know, that if you're doing something that's serialized and, you know, it's coming out in various episodes, then, hey, it might take till episode 6 or 7 or issue 6 or 7 to reveal that one cool thing that you had an idea for. It might, and that's okay.
Hmm. Like me, yeah, it's not going to be till the 3rd book until we see the really cool thing that you're very
That I'm
aware of.
yes, and that I'm chomping at the bit to draw. Because it's really awesome.
You can draw it any time you want. You're just not allowed to show it yet.
I know, and so I'm focused mostly on stuff I can show. Pardon me.
Okay.
So-
Sorry,
No, you're good.
I'm trying to find. Apparently, I guess Acer no longer supports the. I used to have this thing on my laptop called NitroSense. It was where you could control like the CPU and GPU fans and all that kind of stuff. But I guess they don't support that anymore. What the hell?
I would hit up LDG and talk to him. He is here in our local indie comic community, even though he's not really in the indie comic community. He's a free the net guy, but he is in the area, in the neighborhood. I would talk to him and say, hey man, you know, where can I go to find, you know, reliable interface software for my thing, you know?
Yeah, it also makes me mad because this computer ain't that old. It's like maybe about 2 or 3 years old.
Oh, dude, no, that would drive me nuts. See, I buy from I got my computer from CyberPower PC, and those guys are fantastic. They really. Not only did I save an insane amount of money putting together the bare bones, but because I normally don't have other people assemble my computer for me, but they assembled most of it because I found some better deals for some of the components that I wanted for my computer. I'm old school. I cross-reference all the components. I can check out benchmarks. I see what's optimized to work with what, and things of that sort. And so. I try to like check that stuff out, and they put it all together for me, and I saved a lot of money. Like, I don't know what kind of deals they have or how many family members are held hostage, and I don't care because through CyberPower, I got like I got an $8,000 computer for less than $4,000. And then I went and spent like another good $1,000 on peripherals. So honestly, all in all, it's probably when I bought this computer, it was like an $8,000 computer that I spent with just a fraction of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, see, that's a little too close in color. Gotta increase the size of this brush here. So we're just gonna kind of rough it in anyways. There we go. Just roughing it in, layer by layer. And I'm only working on this is a single layer image too. I know a lot of people who do digital painting work on multiple layers, but I like it when paint gets messy and kind of interacts with each other. And, you know, of course, I need to go grab a bunch of materials for this because I have to take a look at, now I know I got black and white reference material, but I don't know if I have color reference material for this. Could you zap me some pictures real quick, Paladin Dragoon Rider, over on the Twitter? Because I'm gonna get this done. I've got to get, I want to get the base. Cool, groovy, he's gonna send that.
Do it.
I'm gonna get the base of this done tonight, because I also have to submit another picture to another client tomorrow for approval on the layout and whatnot before I go to ink. So it's going to be a long night for me. I'm gonna be working, and that one I can't really do that one live on air. Not because of, like, I'm forbidden or anything of the sort. Is that I don't have a camera set up really. So I don't have a camera until about midweek, and then I've got one that's coming to me. It'll be on loan from a pal. So, and that'll be great when that gets here. Oh, pardon me, Mr. Burpity Burpyton. Oh boy, what's in the bag? A lighter, tinfoil, bottle of water, and a white powdery substance. Oh, and a cardboard TP roll.
Uh-oh.
Well, it sounds like that's a party in a bag. I mean, not really my kind of party, but hey, a party nonetheless. So, hey. Pale Rider, come share your bag. Crinkly. So crinkly.
Crinkle, crinkle.
Zoom out real quick. All right. Yeah, I'm going to put in a lot more detail in the background on that. Switch up some of those colors. I might just grab that one color there. All right. Okay, cool. I'm going to go jump over to Twitter real quick. Download some pictures. Nope, that's Steam. I don't want that. That was earlier today. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's looking great. All right, save image. Yes. Gosh, Twitter, you're weird. You have weird file formats. For real. It has some weird file formats. Oh, these are great color reference. I don't know. Wow, that's weird. Okay.
What's weird?
Oh, just some weirdness from Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been doing weird. Like, dude, they've been unfollowing me from tons of people that I really enjoy their artwork and stuff. Ari, like, I got unfollowed, and I'm like, dude, why? Why am I getting unfollowed from this stuff? This is stuff that I like to do. What is this? Commercial bronze polished. Oh, Collie's colors. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is not a good take. Okay. Yeah, So, all right. So I have one person respond to me on Twitter in regards to the indie art thing.
Yeah.
And referral art is actually a good point. It means you're doing the work for someone else for little or no payment, and you're also opening yourself up to legal issues down the road. It does happen. Now, all right. So thanks to Andy Warhol, you can do original art and sell original art of anything. Anything. As long as it's original art. You are not protected when it comes to prints and reproductions. You can't print, reproduce, or anything of the sort. And when you do an original art piece, right? Say a piece of fan art, doesn't matter. The person who owns the copyright on the intellectual property in question does not have the rights to reproduce your artwork. Right?
Right.
Now, I worked in commercial art for a while. And when I work with physical pieces and for a client, there are two things that they are purchasing if they're purchasing that original art piece. One is they're purchasing the actual art piece itself. Number two is the rights to that art piece. Now, you don't have to give the rights to an art piece when you sell it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is that. Now the big two, they came down on Artist Alley pretty heavily a few years back because all these artists were selling unlicensed prints. And their argument was that, oh, well, it's fan art. And the company was like, yeah, that doesn't matter. That's our intellectual property. You cannot sell reproductions of that artwork. Thanks to Andy Warhol with a and I think it's General Foods versus Andy Warhol over the Campbell's soup painting because he sold the original.
Hmm.
And I think it was General Foods that owned Campbell's at the time.
Or General Mills.
General Mills might have been. Yeah. They came down, they sued him for that, and he won. Because original art is protected. You could sell original art. But Andy Warhol could not sell prints. Right? So, that actually clarified something that was a little it's a bit ambiguous. And the wording is ambiguous on purpose because it should leave room for interpretation. So I see these people at conventions selling prints of mainstream characters. And the question I ask them, and a few of them, they get really defensive when I ask, and it's a simple question is this licensed? Right?
Right.
And the answer is, they get really defensive. Like all of a sudden, they're like, oh shoot, is this guy from one of the big companies?
Mm-hmm.
Is this guy scouting for lawsuits? And it's like, no, dude, it's a simple legal question. Like, I understand that the world of art has very little to do with real life. But in the world of real life, legalities come into play. Right?
Yep.
So this is why, and I highly recommend it. Jack Lloyd did a great video where he breaks down the contract for the Ripiverse art contest, which is a beautiful contract, by the way. Like, I want everybody to look at that contract because it is a fantastic contract. It is ironclad. full of CYA, full of cover your ass stuff, right? It's non-predatory. It's simple language. It's a top-notch. Contract,
It's not loaded with legalese.
right? But the contract, to summarize it, is like, hey, look, by submitting your art to the Rippaverse art contest, you are basically signing over your rights to that art piece. Right? It's no longer yours. You do not own the rights to that art piece anymore. Not that you could have done anything with it anyways, because, like I said, you can sell it original, but you can't reproduce without proper licensing, right?
Right.
But you are saying that for the potentiality of a prize, here are the rights to this piece of art. That now you can use it any which way you see fit, which makes the number one prize in that art contest of $1,000 plus a whole bunch of goodies actually kind of a big deal. That's kind of a big deal, actually. $1,000. You just got paid $1,000 because it's also going to be used. You know, second and third places get a bunch of goodies, right? And it's a fantastic one. I do highly recommend. Go check out Jack Lloyd, and he covers it beautifully. And it's a wonderful. It's a wonderful example of good, clean contract law. This is something that all entrepreneurs have to start confronting. They have to start being willing to confront this. It's great to do handshake deals. You know, make sure that you're using. If you're going to do a handshake deal, make sure you're doing it in a one of these communication applications or websites or services that is time-stamped on their end, right? So like Facebook Messenger works fine. Twitter instant messaging works absolutely fine. That stuff is time-stamped and encrypted on their end, and has been and is continuing to be used in courts of law to this very day. So, like that's good stuff to be looking at, you know. But when you just do like a piece of fan art, right? The company can't do anything with it, which is why those companies that did take fan art, yeah, no, look at that, yeah, and talk to me. I know a fantastic contract lawyer who knows fantastic contract lawyers, and they come in all pay grades, and they do great work. They do great work. But you know, like doing the fan art, you're advertising for someone else. You're saying, "Hey, look at this product." So when you're doing when you're saying, hey, you know, I'm going to draw Spider-Man because people like Spider-Man, but then I'm gonna go, hey, well, if you like the Spider-Man, then you should check out Jack the Ripper, Vampire Slayer, right?
Yep.
You fed the enemy while you were doing that. You know, there are plenty like. You know, at that point, no, do a Hellraiser. Do the new Hellraiser. And then say, hey, well, if you like Hellraiser, because that's the audience you want anyways, right? Hellraiser comics have been far and few, but they generally sell pretty well. Generally, right? They move copies. They made profit. Now, granted, it's not something that has been beaten to death, you know. But it's like dude, why are you going to advertise for that company that libeled you, that slandered you? You know? That's like if I ran up and physically assaulted someone and then somebody turns around immediately and says, this person's great, but, you know, I'm cool too, so you should follow me. And it's like, what kind of drugs are you on, dude? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me open those up. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm opening those up, the files that were sent to me. I see here. Boop. Boopity boop. Boopity bobbity. Bobbity boopity. So, look at that. That's so much fun, dude. I love it. Great color reference, too. Easy to see. Look at that. Look at this one, though. This is the one that was just being shown. That is. Oh, wait. Never mind. Y'all can't see that.
Yeah,
Here
I was going to say,
we
what
go.
the fuck, dude?
There we go. Boom. Look at that. Paladin Dragon. This is work in progress right now. And this is like some of the artwork that's going on in there. And I'm just like, dude, for real. That's great. Look at that. That's fun. This is for my color reference. See, I totally forgot about that collar, the golden collar and stuff, and I know I have that somewhere. That's stuff I have to remember.
If you look to the top right-hand corner, that's the just the StreamYard screen.
Okay.
That's the logo that Nerd Wonder did for me.
Oh, nice. Nice. All of it. Right? It's like Stockholm Syndrome. It's like Stockholm Syndrome. And it's like, look, I understand that you, all right, and in marketing, we call it point of familiarity, right? In normie speak, they call it the nostalgia buzz, right? And it's not nostalgia. It's just a point of familiarity, right? You have to hit on that point of familiarity. Now, you can go out there, and I've seen the turnover from doing a popular piece of artwork. And unless you're mocking the bad guy, it doesn't turn into a new bunch of customers, right? Often, what you really need to do is you need to use the proper hashtagging, and there are paid services for that. And I do recommend using them. There are paid subscriptions. Actually, Spiffing Brit talks about that in the greatest YouTube video ever. He drops, like, dude, in this, 5-minute long video, the dude drops $1 million worth of industry secrets out into the public. Like, this guy has been blowing it open. He's literally been telling people how to blow your stuff up and proving that it works by blowing his channel up. And people are like, oh, well, you know, he's got all this content and stuff. And it's like, dude, he's 10x'd his subscribers in the last year. He went from about 350,000 to 3.5 million in a year. And I guarantee it's not his breaking this video game video. It's not even the views, because if you go and take a real look at the analytics, it's that, no, he's cheating. And it's beautiful. Well, it's not cheating if it's an exploit, right? It's just a feature.
Yeah.
So I keep telling folks, I'm like, dude, do that. Because the next thing that we need to do as creators is get above 500 subs. So that way we can utilize the community tab. And I can't say, hey, if you can afford it, buy those subs. I can't say that because that's against the YouTube's terms of services. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anything to get above 500 subs to start utilizing that community tab and then use it right. He actually breaks down in his video what you do, why you do it, and why it triggers YouTube's algorithm to promote you more. And I see a bunch of channels do that. This one channel that I was watching for a while, I've watched them go from 10,000 to 1,000,000 subs, and their content's not that good. But their community tab stuff, it's kind of interesting. They post these GIFs that are just kind of satisfying. You know, they post these short GIFs that are satisfying, and they've exploded their channel. And it has nothing to do with their content. But they're also utilizing that one little cheat, that one thing. Like when people use the community tab, I keep telling them, I'm like, all right, cool. So post something, post it with a picture, and then comment on your post. That's all you have to do. Comment on your post. And YouTube's algorithm perceives that as you interacting with the community. And that's why they want to promote that community tab. YouTube definitely wants YouTube to also be a, I mean, if you haven't noticed, I mean, dude, they're trying to have it be TikTok and Twitch and Instagram all in one.
And a streaming service.
And a streaming service. And they want to be everything, right? They want to be your one-stop shop, because the more time you spend on their channel, the more of their advertisers you're going to see. And that's all anybody wants, right? Which is like, and it brings me to my other point of stop hate watching. Stop. Because, you know, I look at the reviews, right? For, let's say, She-Hulk, right? She-Hulk. Yep. It is, by viewer watching, it is one of the top rated shows, but its actual reviews are abysmal. And I'm going to tell you this, advertisers don't give a fuck if you like the show or not. They only care that you're watching, because that means you're going to see their advertisement. Mm-hmm. That's all they care about. And that's what's going to fund the show. That's what's going to keep it going. You want to cut that thing off at the nuts. Stop watching it. Don't pay it any attention. You know, for real. Stop advertising for them. Stop getting their advertisers' attention, because then the advertisers will walk away. You know, the adpocalypse came about. The YouTube adpocalypse came about because YouTube had a drastic drop in viewership, because they had all that P to the E to the D to the O stuff going on, you know, with the Spider-Man, Elsa impregnation, Disney princess nonsense that was advertised to kids. All right. And as a parent, I was one of those parents who's locking out YouTube, putting parental locks on YouTube Kids app. Like, nope. Sorry, kids, you don't get to turn on that app. You don't get to watch any YouTube. None. You know?
Yeah.
Hey,
you wanted to take a look?
Hands.
Where the one finger is longer than the other?
No, they're pointed in.
Is that what you were talking about?
No, see, normally it's been like kind of like Mr. Burns in the past, right?
Yeah.
But recently, it was found that actually the bones align and the muscles align when they're pointed in. So those tiny little hands are for T-Rex to do carry out.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I like this company so much. They're on top the most recent scientific findings, which is hilarious. So you remember when they first came out, oh, dinosaurs had feathers. Then you start seeing all the artwork of the T-Rex covered in feathers.
Mm-hmm.
More studying went into it, and they're like, oh, well, only the young had the feathers. And then now it seems like, I think the latest thing was that T-Rex feathers and scales, but it didn't have lizard scale or like snake scales or anything. It was scales like what would be on a Komodo dragon. Where it's literally of like little plates. And I was like, I could have told you that. I mean, they're through even the evidence that I was looking through. I was like, I'm not seeing anything where this fucking dinosaur had feathers. So quit saying all dinosaurs had fucking feathers.
Right.
But then
Yeah,
they
not all
also
dinosaurs
discovered
had
that
feathers.
the T-Rex also had lips. You know,
Yep.
much like a Komodo dragon. They're not like prehensile lips like us humans and mammals can do nowadays, but it is a lip covering over the teeth. So whenever the mouth is closed, you don't see the teeth. But what's funny is that it seems like it's sort of regressing back to when the T-Rex was depicted back during this, like the 60s and whatnot, with if you looked at like stop motion, the old stop motion Ray Harryhausen dinosaurs and whatnot, the dinosaurs had lips. None of their teeth were fucking showing.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, dude. I love those videos where the artists interpret skulls of all kinds.
Oh yeah. This is what what the skulls of a hippopotamus would look like to an alien species. It's like some fucked up dragon head creature.
No, dude, there's some nightmare creatures. Like straight up nightmare fuel. Yeah, no, Paladin Dragoon, you're absolutely right. Eyes on means support. That's all the advertisers care about. Is that are people watching it? They don't care if you like it or not. They don't care if you hate watching it.
Okay, if you're going to hate watch, go ahead and jump on that boat. Sail the high seas.
Right, hoist a Jolly Roger. For real.
Yeah,
I will support
give
that.
good old Captain Jack some rum. I mean.
But if you like something, go watch it on the streaming service.
Yes. And
Right.
I can't remember who it was I got in debate with, where this was before Kevin Smith's god awful He-Man came out.
The one that I couldn't even make it like 13 minutes into, because as soon as Skeletor opened his mouth, I was like, yeah, nope. I just turned it off.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm probably going to pirate it to check it out. And that person go, I don't understand that, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, so here's the thing. If I don't know if I'm going to like it, I'll watch the first episode from the high seas.
Right.
If I do like it, then I'll actually start watching it on the official service. Because I want to show support for that.
Right. Yeah, no, and at that point you want to pay for the service, even if it's just to go there and it's especially if it's to watch that one show, because that stands out. People who watch shows all day on the streaming service, their analytic is not as impactful as the person who subscribed to watch that one show. And then when they watch that one show, the next month they didn't renew their subscription because there was no more of that new one show, no more new episodes of that one show. That heavily sends a message to these big companies. That analytic comes in, it's like, oh, okay. We see that, okay, this month we released this new show. We had an uptick in subscribers. And then the next month, we lost a bunch of subscribers. Okay, cool. And don't think that they don't have insanely detailed analytics on the back end where they can say, okay, well then how many accounts that unsubscribed?
Hail, Alex.
What was their stuff? What is that, Alex? Alex, hold on. I'm not looking at the chat. So, yo, Alex, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Man, it's a bunch of jaded Gen X nonsense is what's in the bag. I'll tell you that. Mostly me. I'm salty today, man. Well, you can't spell cantankerous without tanker.
So
For real,
what?
though.
Tell me, you're Gen X. What would Generation Y be?
Those are millennials.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then
Generation Y is millennials.
and then Generation Z is all
My
these-
kids.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm a millennial.
Yeah. My Gen X's parents are boomers. Millennials, their parents are flower children.
Yep. Well, if only that was the case with my parents.
Yeah, usually. Usually.
That wasn't the case with my parents. No.
Well, I'm Gen X. My wife's a millennial.
Yeah.
And honestly, our age difference is 4 years. But we grew up in two entirely different worlds. I grew up from a young age. I mean, I started watching the news and listening to the radio when I was a little kid, like 5 or 6 years old. And so I often hung out with kids who were older than I was. As a teenager, I hung out with mostly hung out with adults. I did not identify with a lot of kids my age. I just couldn't hang with them. But I've always been a weirdo.
Oh yeah, Paladin. My dad was a boomer, and my mother was born in the hippie generation. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad was a old school Marine. So,
Yeah, there you go. And then there's another influencer.
Old school Marine, got out of the Marines, then went into the Air Force, then became an officer in the Air Force. So
there you go. All right, so I'm gonna grab a bass tone.
Except he wasn't a useless officer. He was actually a good officer. He actually liked to get his hands dirty.
Oh, what? No, that's cool. That's awesome. We always appreciate those who are willing to get their hands dirty, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, man. I don't know. I'm just kind of people complaining about something and then supporting it, even inadvertently. I'm like, come on, we don't have to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
right. And then the reticence to promote another indie product because there's this logical fallacy, and it's a lie that there's only a tiny indie market. And it's like, dude, there's only a tiny indie market because you keep treating it like a tiny indie market instead of going, yeah, no, I'm reaching out to everybody out there. Oh, no, I don't know if you have. Paladin Dragoon Writer says, oh, did I tell you I figured out the theme of what the Paladin Dragoon story will morph into? No. But I'm excited. I actually want to, I'm glad that this, so many projects I get all the way behind the scenes on. I actually want some good spoilers for this project because this is one that I want to read. I really do, because it's just going to be so damn good. Oh, dang it. Okay. Did I just ruin it?
Looks like the Phantom becomes public domain in 2031.
Oh, dude. For real. Yeah. No, Conan.
Ooh.
4 years. 4 years, Conan's public domain.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody and their mother is going to be coming out with something Conan.
Crom.
By Crom, it will be cringe.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Actually, what's really funny is that there's a lot of stuff out there in the public domain, and that's why I love stuff like Brian Kriskow, Jojo Kuhn, Six Gun Gorilla, Von Klaus.
Yep.
With Terror in the Trenches, and I love grab that public domain IP, grab it, it's there. If you enjoyed it, it's there. I think Tarzan's public domain already, I believe.
That's right. I should do a Tarzan story.
Dude, Tarzan's great, and we're talking like OG Greystoke Tarzan,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Excuse me, jeez, man.
No fucking excuse for you, you filthy fucking pig.
It's full of hot air today. Sent you the image, tell you everything. Okay, cool. Give me a second here. Yeah, no, I mean, if it helps me work, then, spoil away. But if it's not, that's just, this is something that, even though I've had a lot of people working on the Scalpel Zero stuff, right, over the years, I've kept it compartmentalized. I can count the number of people who know the full story and all the spoilers on one hand. And that's because of that now I'm sad. And that's only because my brother passed away recently and now I'm sad.
Ah, damn, dude. Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was a big boy. It's not like we didn't see it coming.
Ah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it came from a different direction, but still a predictable direction. He had a series of strokes, and one of the big side effects of metformin is increased likelihood of stroke. And so it got him. His bad diet got him, which is another reason people go, why are you so adamant on health and nutrition? I'm like, dude, I just lost one of the. I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got more stuff of his notes and whatnot coming to me. Right. I got more notes coming to me and whatnot. But this guy was a creative genius. He had a really wonderful thing. A lot of great intellectual properties, created a lot of the key characters in the whole Scalpel Zero story. We lost an awesome one with that, Let's see here, what we got. Yeah, it was hit me pretty hard because it was during the move from hell even. I was calling him up. I hadn't talked to him in a few weeks, and I was calling him up to wish him a happy May the 4th, a late happy May the 4th, because he went out over to a friend's house for that, and then I got the news from his mom, and that hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, damn, dude. And the move just kept getting worse.
How old was he?
He was 40.
Damn.
Yep, 40. And he had been grotesquely overweight for a good portion. I wouldn't say most of his life. I would say for almost half his life, he had been grotesquely overweight. And he had finally, for the first time since his early 20s, he was under 400 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is a guy who, when he weighed 550 pounds, he went and started, came over to my martial arts class, which I taught out of my garage with our other brother Harry, and I was like, all right, I need to get my shit together. Let's do this. And I mean, dude, it was great because the guy, like, when he swung his leg, not only was it uncannily fast, which had its own stunning factor, it was like its own like stun factor.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, something that big moves that fast? I used to have him like purposely throw a roundhouse kick just so I could do the Dragon Ball Z, like slide across the floor block.
Yeah.
Like I would purposely do the Dragon Ball Z X arms in front of you, Get into like a solid front stance and just stiffen my legs and not ground into the floor just so I could slide across the floor like that. Anyway, he was great. And, we're going to be bringing out Sniggles the Mighty. Sniggles, the mightiest goblin. That's going to be coming out. It's fantasy. It's absolutely fantastic, dude. The goblin race in this fantasy book that he and I were working on has more in-depth culture than anything Tolkien ever did combined. Like, take all the races of Middle-earth, take all of their culture. That doesn't even come close to just the goblins. And they're a minor footnote in the beginning. They're just in the beginning of the story, really. Because Sniggles gets exiled pretty quickly. It's wonderfully in depth. What was that other guy? The one everybody always going off about, but I just could not get into his books. The Wheel of Time series. I just couldn't get into it. And people go, oh, but the social development, the character development is so great. And I'm like, yeah. I showed this to an editor who was familiar with that and said, dude, this has better culture than that, has better, societal layout. Like, this is more believable. Like, this is an actual fantasy world. And he, like, this guy, this is the stuff that he thought about. Like, he really got in depth on that stuff. Robert Jordan, yeah, that's his stuff. Yeah. Sorry to hear about your cousin. Yeah, the thing that's taboo to talk about. Yeah, no, a lot of doctors have been coming out about that thing that's taboo to talk about. A lot of pathologists and biochemists have been coming about talking about the thing that's taboo to talk about. And they're being silent. I'm like, but this is the actual science. Just gonna leave that there, and we're gonna leave it.
How can you be so obtuse? What did you call me?
I know. Yeah. Oh goodness. But anyway, we're bringing his stuff, and it's kind of a bummer because the Scalpel Zero stories, it's deep, it's nuanced. And it's going to be good. It's going to redefine the genre of cyberpunk because no, yeah. When snake oil doesn't work the third time, you must apply more snake oil, or you're not using the snake oil right. Yeah, right. Yeah. No, I remember the anthrax treatment that I got in 2004. This is the shot that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends, until some big brass goes, hey, enough is enough.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that sucked during basic training.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you get in the cattle line, just walk through, they just start fucking stabbing you.
Yeah, and you're already sick from gunk around the nation, right?
And then you get to that final table. All right, drop them. Don't clinch. What? Don't clinch. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I said don't fucking clinch. Oh, no, that's, let me see what we got going on here. Oh, yeah, you were showing me that stuff. Ooh. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I remember that. The Dragon Cavalry charge.
Yeah, the Dragon Cavalry Charge. That shit was. Um, yeah. Let's see. The Dragon Cavalry Charge, man, dude. Yeah, no, dude, that scene, and I got that somewhere. I still got to get my stuff organized here on my computer. I still haven't finished doing that stuff. Um, man, working with one monitor sucks. It does. Working with one monitor is terrible. But my other monitor is in a storage unit somewhere in Needles, California, on the California-Arizona border.
Oh, hey, I was able to re-download that software.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Good,
so
good.
now I have my fans turned on to high speed and temperatures nice and low.
Ah, good. I'm gonna have to step out for a minute. I need to poison my body with delicious nicotine.
Yeah, I got that right here. I'm telling you, man, you need to switch over to these.
I just want to be done with it altogether, and I've done good. In the last month, I went from smoking 2 packs a day to less than a pack a day. You know, I'm really working hard. It and for people that they're like, hey, isn't that really expensive? I'm like, no, because I make them at home, and honestly, it costs me a little more than $1 a pack. You know, because I make it at home.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm doing good. I promised my kids that before the snow melts, Dad is going to be done with smoking. Dad's going to be quit on smoking. No more tobacco, no nicotine, none of that stuff. I've tried other avenues, but it always just brought me back to smoking a cigarette. And I'm done. I went and ran 2 miles yesterday. And King Lake here can tell you.
Hey, you fucking madman. I'm fucking watching the video waiting for his sorry ass to show up. All of a sudden I'm here. I'm like, that's not coming from the video. What the fuck is that?
Hold on one second. Let me. I gotta address something real quick.
You can do it.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm quitting smoking the tobacco because, like Leek was saying, man, like he heard me when I got back, and dude, it was great to know that after 5 years of not even running a mile, that I could do 2 miles in under 20 minutes. But that was only a technicality. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. It took me like a good 45 minutes to recover from that, and to be able to breathe normally, and that wasn't even like a full on run. That was just like a good power jog. Ironically, it was because I had to go run to the tobacco store and then go hit up the local grocery store real quick, get some stuff for dinner, and of course get more nicotine. And man, that was the realm of suck.
I bet.
Yeah, I've really stepped up my workout here recently. I've been for years. I've been getting like maybe a workout in like a month, every few weeks, right?
Yep.
And I've gotten really out of shape by my standards. So, yeah, no, I'm really like stepping that up and getting and doing proper exercise. Like I've been showing the kids proper exercises that aren't going to destroy your body. I did spend years doing physical training for people with disabilities and for people who were morbidly obese, and getting them to kind of, and easing them into being able to work out stuff. Yeah, that's for real. Again. Speaking of which, I really, really want one. I'm grinding my teeth here, and I can't do that.
Why?
Because my teeth are messed up, dude.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the cigarette.
Yeah, that's why I can't grind the teeth. And I'm sitting here grinding my teeth. That's usually that's what I've been using as a timer.
Mm-hmm.
Is like when I start grinding the teeth. That has actually really kind of helped me a bit. There was at one point a few months ago where it's like, dude, because the summer weather was so nice, I would go outside, I'd bring all my work stuff with me, and I'd sit down with my computer and draw, and I was smoking like more than almost 3 packs a day without even realizing it. I was just like sitting there chain smoking the whole day. I was like, holy moly, dude. And yeah, since I've been cutting back, I've been doing better. So, and I'm like, come on, man, like for real. I'm working on kind of like my equivalent of a PhD in martial arts right now. I have a little project I'm working on, a deep dive. Yeah.
Alex says, "Listen, man, I walked 1/64 of a mile. That is at least 1/4 pounder with cheese."
I'm there, man. Hell yeah. All right, this better not be porn. I'm just saying. Okay. Good meme. All right, hold on. Let me get this thing downloaded here. Good meme. You know what? That's a great meme. I'm gonna open up this meme. Open meme. Yes, meme. Meme. I love memes, man. Where the hell is the thing I'm looking for? Thank you for the meme. Thank you for the memories. There you go. Dungeons and Dragons joke for you folks. All right, I will be right back.
All right. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. And paste, rename. Sorry, folks. Give me one moment. Yeah, there we go. You can enjoy that little bit right there. Yeah, this comic's going to be badass. Oh, you're goddamn right. All right. Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to go take a quick break. Empty the platters. That ain't gonna be no little secret. Yep. There we go. You know what? If you guys want some sound,
Yeah, buddy. That's the one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. With them badass sounds from my boy Legion Zero. Huge shout out. Check him out on Spotify at Rodent Soldier, even though it's grotesquely out of date. We're working on getting his stuff squared away. He's going to have a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. And he's going to be back in the studio here in the next day or two. Kicking ass and taking names. He's a infantry veteran. And a reminder that the United States is not just involved in conflicts in the Middle East. When he served, his area of combat duty was the war on drugs in Central America.
Ooh, are we talking about like Honduras?
I'm not exactly certain, but how this, I've got this one time in Baghdad stories. He's got this one time in Central America stories that are there. Some of them, yeah, much like this one time in Baghdad stories, they are not. You cannot say these stories out in public. People would cancel you for the stuff that happens in these stories, And it's like, look, ma'am. Yeah, location redacted. Yeah, that's another place that we're in conflicts. But yeah, he's an integral partner to what I've got going on here. He's my mover and shaker. Yeah, it's a good re. We like a good re. So, yeah, he'll be back here. He's out of town right now, pulling in some bucks so that he can fund the next step of the journey.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna have a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna have new content, new videos. Trailers popping soon. I've got a bunch of stuff that I really can't show yet because it's just not even close to get to that point where I can show it just yet. But soon enough, we'll get it there. And like a new Scalpel Zero trailer that I'm working on right now. Mm-hmm. Working on getting it to the animatic stage where because I'm not going to do like what Ryan Cardinal did and spend a whole year to make an phenomenal animated trailer. I mean, you've seen the trailer for Caius, The Story of Blood and Stone too, right?
Yeah.
Dude, he animated that all by himself. It took him a year of his free time. Every time he was working on it. Dude. And it turned out great. It's like, dude, I would use this in combination with a pitch. And honestly, I'm shopping around for deals so that way I can bring it to him and be like, hey, dude, so we've got a deal to get this animated, I would love to see that on Netflix or Amazon or any of the major streaming services where they take open submissions, where the creators continue to own the rights, and the broadcasting service in question is just licensing it for a period of time. All the people who are getting upset that the stuff's getting pulled off of Netflix and taken to proprietary streaming services, and I'm like, well, Netflix did just license it. That's all they did. That's all they did. So, it is what it is. But I want to see stuff like that. With as much money, I hope Eric July clears enough. Once he's done fulfilling and gets his corporate taxes all set aside and stuff, I really do want to see him put together a pilot episode for ISOM.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I want to see Ethan do stuff like that too. I was talking about earlier today, I was like, as much money as it appears that these guys have made, they don't have the type of money where it's like, okay, now I can throw hundreds of thousands of dollars at a viral marketing campaign. And that's what it takes. It takes like a good $250,000 to $500,000 to do a viral marketing campaign, right? And that's just a short burst. That's like a month. So if you're going to do like a 3-month long campaign, dude, you've spent easy $1 million.
Yeah.
Right. And in order for that, you've got to have a business model that's going to return to the investor $1 million, right, over 3 to 5 years. Because honestly, more than 5 years, most investors these days, they're not interested. They want to see a quick turnaround. They understand that stuff has, they want to see that stuff has longevity. And like right now, like with World War Hell, we have 3 shorts in the works for that. Three little shorts, and they'll be between like 1.5 minutes and 3 minutes long each. I think the longest one is like 4 minutes long. They're intense, they're fast, they're quick hooks, and we're doing them on an indie budget, but bringing a professional level of quality to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scalpel Zero. Working on getting everything together for a pilot episode for that. I've got investors looking at it. I have people who are willing to be executive producers. I shopped around. I've been shopping around for that stuff for over a decade now. I've said no to a lot of deals. I've had many opportunities to sell that IP and just walk away and just go do something else. Like I could have just sold it and made a few $100,000 and just been like, okay, cool, I'm going to go work on something else. But it's like, no, I know this is worth more than a few $100,000 to any investor, that it has more of a long-term potential, because nobody really has told the story of the transition from what we recognize as a near future society into a world that is unrecognizable and as society as we know it, and is more traditionally recognizable as cyberpunk, right? And then further that into the post-cyberpunk period, getting those transitions, the key events and happenings that happen, that take place with that. So, and we got 21 Demons, Paul Roper's 21 Demons. He's been working really hard on that, and we're looking at getting together a pilot episode for that. And we've got 2 other IPs from our Lord Sandwich that we're looking at getting made into pilot episodes. So that way we can shop that around, and each one of these episodes is going to cost like around $50,000 just to get a pilot. Yeah. And then it's good. Yeah. The episode is like, okay, yeah, it took $50,000 to get the pilot together. And then we drop, $200,000 on marketing, getting it everywhere, getting eyes on it. So that way.
Get that shit everywhere. Yeah.
Right. Get it seen. And
I want this marketing to look like a Jackson Pollock painting all over everything.
Right? All over. It should look like the money shot at the end of a Debbie Does Dallas movie. Debbie Does Marketing. That's a joke for old people. And thank you, Skeletor. Thank you so very much. And with more information, like we're even looking at, also Neon Revenant as well, and other IPs, and so we're looking into that, and that's the company that I'm building. Is that is one where, okay, cool. We're just licensing this and helping to produce a great product and ensure that the creator ultimately has control over their IP and that it's theirs, and that they make money off of it forever. So, and it's the same, and it's because it's based off of we're sharing the pie to include the company sharing the pie. The company is taking a gamble on this stuff. The company's going to be dumping large amounts of money into these projects, and it's not going to see anything until it sees net from the individual products sold, right?
Right.
It won't see anything. It doesn't get to make any profit. It gets to break even, and then everybody gets to see profit. And there's no creative math either. It's simple math, which is still, it's really funny. Like in the world of business, simple math is still like high-end algebra, low-end calculus.
Yeah, I'm going to be frank with you. I never made it past algebra half.
That's what a good lawyer's for.
See, the moment that they decided to start fucking throwing letters into the equations, that's when I was like, okay, fuck you, I'm out. This is above my pay grade here. I thought math was a numbers game. Why is the alphabet included in this now?
Right. Yeah, no. Hey, and that's fair. My wife's the same way, man. She's like, yeah, no, you lost me as soon as you started putting letters in the mix. Oops.
Which is actually kind of funny considering the job I have is working with nothing but numbers. But then again, I'm not using fucking algebraic equations.
There you go. So, yeah, no. So that's what I'm doing is get the good contracts in place. I've got a great contract writer who is in the short term taking a pay cut to do these contracts. Normally they get paid between $20,000 and $50,000 to do a contract write up, and but they're going to be getting a piece of that profit share because they are taking a pay cut on the contracts, and that's fine. Hey, everybody should get a piece of the pie, honestly. And does that make each individual slice of the pie a little bit smaller? Yeah, it does. But now everybody has a vested interest in the project doing well. It also kind of puts it on everyone that the project does well, that they will do everything they can to make sure that product moves. A lot of these folks that go out and attack people on social media, they've already been paid. They don't care if the project does good or not. They don't care. They have no incentive to make sure the project does good. So they can sit there and screech and attack and do whatever they want without consequence, because who cares if the project loses money? They got paid.
Yeah, except for old Frosk.
Oh yeah, no, and see that kind of stuff is like, dude, welcome to the internet. There are a bunch of virgins, whether real or technically, and a technical version is just somebody who hasn't had sex in a long time. Born agains. As my dearly departed brother once put it, because he hadn't been with a woman in a while. He goes, "Nah, I identify as a born again virgin. It's been long enough." you're going to encounter terrible people on the internet, and you can't judge your fan base by that. You can't. You can, but
it's not going to go well for you.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna go well. It's just not gonna end well. It doesn't end well. I like this brush, but I want to try and. I got a whole bunch of these Japanese brushes. I have no idea what they say. Right? What's this one do? Oh my goodness.
Does that one say bamboo stick?
Oh, that doesn't. I don't know what the hell's up with that. Is this the one I was using? No, that's not. Oh, that one's kind of cool though. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, that almost looks like spray paint.
Right, it's got kind of like a little cross-hatchiness to it.
Or something like sponge.
Right, like a little splitter splatter. Kind of neat. Just could read Japanese. Like this one's got a little bit of overspray, a little bit of overpaint and whatnot.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to jack up the size here so I can lay down a base layer so I can actually see what the heck it is I'm doing under here. Yeah, see this one kind of does the same thing, like, or you can see it's like kind of crisscrossing and whatnot as it goes.
Yeah.
Interesting, gives it a little bit of a noise, right? A little bit of roughness. I like that little bit of roughness, that little bit of mess. I do. I can't wait till I've got a commission coming up from a client, and I'm crossing the next phase line on this commission here shortly, where I'm submitting for it to go to the next stage of approval. All right, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna grab this whole thing here. Great, you picked the perfect time to autosave, you prick. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna grab all this. There we go. And then we're going to grab that. Make sure I just grab everything here. Of course, you can see that I worked on different layers in some areas.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure that I just... All right, then I'm going to grab that and go boop. I'll boop it again. I'm going to boop it again. All right, now we're booped. All right, now I'm going to deselect. That way I can actually see my line work and stuff. I mean, I could just not be lazy and go, okay, cool. I can block it in like that. But no. I'm a lazy SOB. And that's okay. No. It is it's 10 p.m. Eastern. I have to run.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah. I really want to you want to call it here?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it, man. I mean, shit. Well, my name is King Leak. Follow me on Twitters at KingLeak86. And, of course, you're already familiar with this channel. Jump on Indiegogo. Look up the Neon Revenant. I got the pre-launch up there. We are set to launch for July 4th of 2023. America. And, and also take a gander here at the good old Panzer Marmots. What wonderful art.
Oh, nice marmot.
Hey, thanks to Alex for dropping the link there. This is going to be awesome. I'm super stoked to be working on this project. It's going to be killer, dude. It's going to be killer. Like, I actually, nobody responded to it, so I'm going to put out the thing again, the feelers again, because I really want to get, like, I want to take a look at I want to do, like, draw up, like, a bunch of the different ladies from the Comicscape books, because, like, dude, there are so many different styles of chicas in the CG books. You got sexy, strong, badass. They're all there. They're all badass. But
As I've said before, CG is the best because our buff chicks still look like chicks.
yeah, our buff chicks aren't taking human growth hormone and testosterone. Yeah, looking at you, green bitch.
And looking at you, Miss some lady with the name Marvel. You know, looking like fucking Jay.
Looking like a man.
Looking like a man.
She look like a man.
God, I miss old Mad TV.
Dude, it was good. It was so wrong. I loved it.
Well, shit. All right, I guess this is where we call it. And join us next Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and whatever the fuck it is on the West Coast. All right.
We'll see what we got in the bag next week. I'm pretty sure it's going to be something cool.
Oh yeah. Peace out.